All right, let's get going. For the people who just joined, welcome to today's product update webinar where we talk about airfocus branded portal, our latest and cool new feature. Before we start, let's quickly introduce myself. So my name is Malte. I'm one of the co-founders at airfocus. I founded airfocus because I was always looking for a flexible product management system that helped me do this amazing job of product management better. And yeah, we have hundreds of customers from all around the world, and we launched Portal last like 10 days ago, and like we have already seen tens of portals go live, which is amazing, and I'm super excited to present to you today airfocus portal. So first, a little intro on the why and the benefits of this new product. Then I will switch to a little demo where we all create a portal together in just a few minutes, and then we will hop to a little Q&A session where you folks can ask questions, give feedback, and also we can talk about next steps with airfocus portal. Before we dive into airfocus portal, I think it makes sense to super quickly talk about airfocus in general. We are here to kind of provide a modular home for the product management teams that kind of sits between your intangible feedback and raw ideas and the mission statements that are flying around in different ways in your organization. And then the delivery systems that you're using today, like Jira, Azure DevOps, Shortcut, Asana, Trello, and so on. So we are here to help you build the right products and make better product decisions in a flexible way. So that means we're giving you, with workspaces, these little universes where your teams can build upon our best practice product management templates, but still kind of keep that and preserve that the little unique spice that you have in your teams for like the uniqueness of your company, your product, your team. However you want to do product management, you should do it your way, but in a, of course, like holistic and interconnected way. And with airfocus, you can, as most of you have already experienced, do all kinds of things, from kind of centralizing feedback and linking it to your product work, and then kind of executing on this entire product management lifecycle with road mapping, prioritization, discovery processes, all of that, and then obviously with the integrations, handing over and pushing stuff to your execution systems. Airfocus branded portal. Why did we build this? So first of all, it's actually one of the most frequently asked and requested problems to solve, and we're actually quite, to be super honest and transparent, late to the party, or kind of not on time. And thanks to all of you who waited so long for us to launch this. We wanted to get it right, and that's why we spent like tremendous effort on discovery and building it the right way. We also did like hundreds of calls with product teams, and we learned that most product teams are looking to share their ideas, roadmaps, sometimes even features with different types of audiences, and really engage with them in a kind of customer-friendly way, and then also get feedback on these things, and then process this feedback in a like cohesive way. And so when you look at what product management is here, you see that especially for this overlap between customers and the business part, here in the middle, that you're essentially looking for ways to share stuff with customers, business stakeholders within your organization, or like even other departments in your company that need to get updated and at the same time needs a simple way to provide feedback. So with airfocus branded portal, you now have a way to create a customer-facing website that matches your corporate design, that looks very friendly, even and especially on mobile devices, and that kind of allows you to engage with your community around your roadmaps, your plans, your ideas, and at the same time gives you easy ways to gather feedback and also test and validate ideas with your audiences. So let's quickly jump into this screen here, where you see a typical use case how an airfocus customer or a product organization is using airfocus around like product work, making stuff public and gathering feedback, and also like then processing this feedback in a nice way. So this is a product workspace, maybe based on one of our templates, like the product management template or the road mapping template. And there's a product manager or product management team working on opportunities, ideas, initiatives, features, depending on how you want to do it. And they then want to send selected items from these product workspaces to a branded portal where they then can engage with their users. And then the feedback that these users or portal visitors give then goes into a feedback workspace. This might be based on the feedback and insights template that we offer, where you kind of centralize feedback from all kinds of channels, including the branded portal. And then you can easily kind of with the Insights app create this kind of complete the loop by linking relevant feedback pieces to these ideas, initiatives, opportunities in your product workspace. And of course, other stakeholders from the customer, from your company, might involve directly with that feedback workspace, so they might skip the public portal. So that's a typical setup that is now possible with branded portal. And let's now jump into a quick demo where I show you how we can create a nicely looking portal in just minutes. So here in airfocus, you now have access to this new portals tab. So you can always switch between workspaces and portals. And here, team admins, for now, portal is restricted to admin users only, also for like security concerns. So you can create a portal from the portals tab easily. And what you want to do is you first want to create that general portal, and then a portal consists of multiple pages, which you will see in a second. And by the way, there's this little progress tracker here on the top right that is guiding you through the steps needed to complete the portal. So let's call this portal Voom portal. And when typing in the name, you see that we auto-fill the portal URL. Of course, you can change it if you are looking for something similar. So let's go for Voom portal changed. So we recognize this a little bit later. And you see it's hosted on the airfocus.site domain here. So it's kind of a different domain. And then you can customize this portal with a logo, a fav icon, and then here you can also pick a color that matches your brand. We have this little gimmick here that allows you to pick the color from an image of your choice. And you now want to create that portal, and you see one of 4 steps complete. Boom. And you see here that the portal is not live yet. Obviously, you want to wait for this publishing event until you have created the relevant pages and have sent and posted items. So now that the portal is available here, you find it here. You can revisit the settings easily. You have access to this little tab here. And pages, as you can see here, are the top level navigation elements of your portal. So you can either, when creating a new page, kind of use one of your workspaces to post selected items of this workspace to your portal, or you can just easily add a URL page where you link to another website that is somehow of relevance to you. So obviously the workspace page type is the more relevant one for us now. So let's go with the roadmap, which we now want to share here. And similar to the portal, you can also, for the change for the page, customize the page URL. In this case, we're quite happy with it. And then what you want to do is you want to pick one of the workspaces that you have access to and kind of make this the source of this page, right? So this will enable posting items from this workspace to this portal page. You can additionally, here for the further customization settings, pick a single select field to kind of structure your data with tabs and also with sections here. So for sections, you can also show a multi-select field from that workspace, and you will see in a second how this then looks. And then you have right now the availability to turn on one of the apps from that source workspace, the Forms app. As we launch more apps, some more of these apps might become applicable to the portal page. So in this case, we want to activate the Forms app on that source workspace to collect feedback from our users. So let's do that really quickly. So we are now configuring really easily the Forms app here, and we want to collect information about the email, and we also want to ask how important this is to you. Maybe we also want to show that on a share link. All of that is not really important. That's part of the Forms app settings, which is a complete different topic, but you can see here how easy it is to configure the Forms app as well. And then you can further customize this page by adding a headline. So you see here where you will find this headline. And then you can also add a description to further provide context for the portal page visitors. And then if you want to publish this thing on the internet and make it indexable, you can also add a meta title, meta description, and turn it on for Google to find you. In this case, let's not do this. So we are now creating this page. You see step 2 out of 4 is also complete. And what you now want to do is you want to switch to that source workspace that you can easily access again from here. So we have our normal workspaces that could be based on templates, as you are probably all aware of. And then from within the portal, either from here, from the page that we just configured, or from the home, you can access this new this connected workspace now. And you see here in the app sections that you have now activated the portal app for this workspace. So the portal app kind of is here now, and you can now go to any of these items, and on the item details view, click the post item on the portal card, and then push that item with a kind of public title. So you see it's automatically applying the internal name of that item. And in many cases, you want to communicate a more like customer market friendly title. So now we're calling it push notifications for web, mobile, and email. And you can also update and upload a cover image because you want to again make the portal visual and interactive and friendly, and also you can also add a public description. So, and then when you're done with these basic configurations, you can post the item to the portal, and you can see now here, boom, in general it's live, but what is missing obviously now is step 4, which is to actually set the portal live. So when you go now go here, you can set the portal live, and now the portal indeed is available for your users to explore on the internet. So you can share the link with them. They can go here. They will find the portal page here. In this case, there's just one page. So let's quickly switch to a portal that has a bit more items and a bit more pages, but in general, it looks quite similar to the one that we just created in just a few minutes. And here you see that we have a roadmap page, an idea page which is coming and connected to a different workspace. And we also use the page type URL, which in this case is linking to a Notion page to kind of communicate our changelog. So going back to that roadmap page, you find the nicely interactive description and headline here. You find a general button that allows the portal visitor to send in general feedback that is not related to any of these public items. And you then find these items that you've posted to this page also here with the public title, description, and the cover image. And then you can, because you have enabled the Forms app on the underlying workspace, you can allow them to give feedback very easily. So this is feedback from the portal. And you see here all these fields that have been kind of made available via the Forms app. And now the portal visitor has easily given feedback. You remember that here in the portal settings, let's rather switch to the one with the more items. You can see here that we have used the field roadmap lane as tabs and no sections. So what you find here is the now, next, later fields from the roadmap lane, and you can easily switch between those. If you opt into, sorry for the crazy jumping, but I need to make different points. So you remember that we added a label for the sections here. And if you now check this out, how this looks, you see we have these horizontal sections that structure your product work, even with multi-select fields, very nicely. Yeah, that's really all about Portal right now. It's a flexible way to share items from your workspaces on this public branded interface. And as you can see, it's in beta right now. It's working very flawlessly so far. So you should not be afraid to kind of use it and go live. It's very solid and tested. It's primarily beta because we wanted to launch early, and we are gonna send improvements and updates in the upcoming weeks based on that early amazing version of Portal, which we've gotten great feedback on. Yeah, so we would now switch over to a little Q&A session where I'm very curious to learn about questions that you may have around this entire portal of and this entire topic around engaging with different audiences. So there's already a question around whether it's possible to fully brand the domain for your company. Thanks for the question. That's perfectly in line with our kind of things that we need to and want to improve on the portal. So this whole domain topic is one of the next things that we're going to tackle. So you can host the portal on your own domain. What we've already seen and recommend is to embed the portal with an iframe on your website. And the airfocus customer success team is more than happy to support you with that. That's actually a one line of code to do that. And it when you make use of the color customization and the logo, for example, you can really create a seamless experience when you embed it in your on your website or your conference or wherever you want to have it. The next question would be around whether the portal can be password protected. Great question. That's also one of the topics that we have ahead of us. So it's under the broader umbrella of sharing and how to enable sharing for like specific audiences. So one way would be, as mentioned, via password. The other one would be to protect the portal access with SSO security. So if you are an airfocus enterprise customer and you're making use of our single sign-on functionality, then you could hide the portal behind an SSO registration screen. So that would be one of the things that we are for sure going to look at next. There's another question. So many questions. That's amazing. So there's another question around how the feedback from the portal actually will interact with the airfocus feedback management and insights. So let me quickly go back to airfocus. So in airfocus, we have this one feedback workspace here where feedback is centralized, and the feedback may arrive here because you have configured our intercom integration so that staff that support agents, tag, and intercom maybe make this feedback appear here. It might be because of our soon to be launched Slack integration or a Zapier workflow, or because you manually add feedback here, or now with Portal because feedback lands here because of the underlying Forms app integration. So essentially, this is the feedback that I kind of entered as a user on the portal just 2 minutes ago, and it's here. And you can now, by clicking the source item, very quickly get back to that underlying feedback that item that is kind of the source of that public item. So it's always this triangular system where you have that original item here in one of your workspaces. In this case, it's this one, right? So this is the original internal item. This item has been made public and is available for people to interact with. And then on this workspace, the Forms app is active, and you have configured to send feedback that arrives for these items or in general to then be sent to that feedback workspace too. So you can centralize feedback in a managed and structured way, and then again kind of link back to these product items with our insights functionality. Yeah. Good. Next question would be about whether we will or are thinking about adding voting to the portal. So this is kind of a recurring request, and I get it. So the idea is that a visitor on the portal. So let me quickly go there. A visitor on the portal could upvote one of these ideas, and then as a product manager, you can see how many people have voted up an idea on the portal. So you kind of put some numbers to these things. So this is actually a tricky one because we are not big fans of in general voting, because it sets expectations sometimes that are maybe incorrect. We rather think that feedback should be called feedback, and you should also be careful with words like a request, because as a product manager, you want to understand problems and then do proper discovery and then come up with different kinds of solutions that you are maybe testing and validating, and not, you want to stay away from like implementing requests. Of course, I've done this a million times in my life as well, where stuff gets requested and then you have to build it because internal or external forces make you build it. But in general, the idea of product management, in my view at least, is to rather collecting feedback and then digesting it in a structured way, and not kind of just building requests, because that eventually will harm the product experience. In many cases, there's obviously no truth to it. So, but we understand that this is a thing that is relevant also for other use cases, and that's why this is going to be also one of the next high priority issues for us to solve. We have not made up our minds completely yet how we're going to do this. There are different ideas. Maybe it's a configurable system for you, because another way to better validate different ideas would be with tools like stack ranking, for example, where you confront your audiences with different choices, and then depending on what they like best out of a 2 or 3 item selection, you learn actually what people value. So it's easy for someone to just put a thumb up or an upvote on like everything that he or she would like to see, or but that's not really helpful for you as a product management in understanding what people really want. So tools like stack ranking, I think, have like a lot of power, but on the other hand, it's maybe not as frictionless and seamless to kind of get that feedback. So it's a like a balancing act, and we have not completely made up our mind yet, but we are completely aware of the problem. The next question is, how smart is the portal and the relevant application? So I'm not 100% sure how to answer this, but if it's about kind of understanding, let's say the analytics behind a public portal, like how people have kind of interacted with the portal on the beta that we've now launched. You don't get like a lot of possibilities here, but the next thing will be to allow you to integrate your Google Analytics with the portal, so you can seamlessly at least track portal website behavior of your users. Yeah, but in general, it's about connecting the loop, as I said now before, between your single product item in your on your roadmap or your epic pipeline. That should only exist once. It should be maybe public on multiple portals, depending on your use case, and then you want to kind of get feedback on it and centralize that in one place, and then also again link back to that original item. So it's product item, it's public item with public information, it's multiple feedback items that are related to these two items, and they should all be linked in a way. So maybe that's what was meant with like the how smart the portal is question. So the next question is, when setting up a page, it gives you the options to select a tab. Is there an option, or will we eventually have the option to show more information in addition to tab? So roadmap lane in this case, and section, as you showed in the example. So that's another good question. Yes, the short answer is yes. We want to give you more options. For example, pick other fields to show on the item. 100%. Currently, this is already like hidden behind the give us feedback button. So there, when getting feedback on that item, you can like ask defined questions, but rightfully said, you also want to maybe show like one of these labels here directly on the card. So 100% yes. Maybe one last thing. So I think we're done with the questions, but that's something that I wanted to let you all know is what I'm personally quite convinced that we need it, is that you want to have some automated way to update people who have given feedback on the status of their feedback and the related item. So when someone leaves feedback on the portal about let's say a feature, and you then months later maybe develop that feature, you want to in an automated way get back to that user and say, hey, we now launched this thing that you've requested, or the thing that is close to what you have given feedback on. Because again, we don't want to follow these requests. We want to, as product managers, solve problems that are kind of help you make your job, or like, yeah, we want to solve your problems, but maybe not always in the way that you have requested it, because we also need to be strategic and keep the general product experience in mind. Yeah. So I think that's it. Thanks for the very thoughtful questions. And yeah, we have this little initiative, maybe as a little call to action towards the end, that we want to, on the one hand, get more reviews for the airfocus platform on G2 and Capterra, but also we want to have this internal mission to plant a whole tree forest, and that's why we nicely combined these two incentives. And so if you're generally happy with the airfocus product, and we would really love to get your feedback on G2 or Capterra. And if you do so, you also get rewarded with a $25 Visa gift card. Yeah, and as always, the most important thing, please give us feedback about the airfocus platform in general and airfocus portal, because that's the only way how we can get better as a product and platform. Thank you so much for tuning in, and have a very productive rest of the week.